Andrew Bate. At Safelystay, we had trust and safety for the sharing economy. Definitely needed. You've seen the headlines. This sharing economy, the marketplaces, they're shifting the risk to the users. They're not taking responsibility for what happens on their own platform. And you've seen all these headlines. It's scary. But it's actually not surprising. We'll get to it in a second. But this whole sharing economy needs someone to add trust and safety to all their reservations, all their transactions. And like I was saying, this is something that needs to be handled by a third party. So this trust and safety providers play a recurring role in modern commerce. We know it as trade finance way back in the 1600s, 1700s, as boats were shipping goods across to the New World and back. We called it a clearinghouse in the financial markets. And PayPal played a really big role to decrease friction in eBay to make buyers and sellers comfortable with one another. So there can be a third party here. So we began adding this trust and security with home rentals. It's a $100 billion a year market, and it needs it. If you look at HomeAway, one of the two leaders in this space, it takes 6 touch points and 9 days to confirm a reservation. Compare that to the last time you booked a Westin. That took 2 minutes. But it makes sense. You're about to let a stranger from the internet stay in your house and sleep in your bed and use your dishes. And the guest is about to send $1,500 on average to someone somewhere where they don't live, and they hope that when they bring their whole family to the home, it's going to work. So it makes sense that there's friction. So we found 2 things that decrease this friction. First is our guest and host verification process. So with a name, address, and birth date, we're able to verify a host or guest's identity, check global fraud and crime databases like money laundering lists, terrorist watch lists, Interpol. We're checking for felonies in the United States. Those are the bad crimes. We're checking sex offender lists. And we've also been collecting our own data on bad guests. Every property manager, a lot of the online travel agencies have this list from bad guests over the last decade. We're collecting it and reusing it in a way that's compliant with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the Fair Housing Act, and local privacy laws. We also, because we have this good data about the guests, we've gotten a Fortune 500 insurance underwriter to guarantee our reservations for $1 million of liability and damage. It's a primary policy, so our underwriters pay out first. What we found, so you're thinking this might be a good idea. How do we start to collect these profiles? Let's raise a lot of money and collect profiles, and that would make sense. But actually, with this insurance and background check model, we're able to make about $50 of revenue per reservation. It's about a 40% margin, and so we're able to collect this profitably. We're focused on partnerships with big online travel agencies. We're working on a trial with Booking.com, the largest online travel agency in the world, over 300,000 vacation home rentals. We've got the right team. Stuart Bate, he's my brother, he's our CTO. He was a master architect with Hewlett-Packard. My background is with McKinsey in the travel practice. Marissa has a law degree. This is a highly regulated space. She was also in the Peace Corps, so she's really cool. And so we're finishing our seed round. We've put $600,000 in the bank, about $300,000 more committed, and we have room for about $300,000, maybe $400,000 more. And we're doing this pretty quickly, and the A round will happen really quickly next year, so there's room for everyone. Thank you.